We are live as I'm adjusting my camera, my webcam, that is. Hello, everybody. We're live. Happy new moon. The new moon actually hits tonight. So, for the benefit of those that are new or that are joining this as a video, if it's not 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Sunday, you're watching this as a video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually talk a little bit about tarot. So I do a brief tutorial on different aspects of tarot, pull a meditation card for this group for the week, do a 3-card spread about the trends that are affecting us in this coming week, and then finish up with doing an angel card, a quick angel card reading. So that is the deal. So let's see. I cannot see, but I have readers. Yay. Let's see who's in. Good morning, Jared, Yvonne, Laura, Chris, Gail. Good morning. Anna, hi. If I miss anybody, I apologize. Let me take these stupid things off now. All right. So before we even get into this with the tarot, firstly, again, let me say hi. And actually, something else popped up in my mind, and I'll when more people are on, later in the event, I'm going to repeat this, but 2 o'clock Eastern time today, we're doing a full moon full moon. No, it's the new moon. A new moon transmission through me, and then a healing to recharge your batteries through Heather Astara, who's the artistic and creative force of Between the Worlds and the Medium channel. She edits all the videos, but she's also a remarkable healer. So that's going to be today. This is going to be more of a fire transmission. And it's going to be on Zoom. It's not going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Zoom. So you will need the login info. It's free, but you'll need the login info. And I don't think Jan is on. You know what? I don't want to waste time like typing this in, but if you have pen and paper handy, and I'll add this to the comments when I can on the video, email us info@atombetweentheworlds.com. So that's info@atombetweentheworlds.com. Request login info for the new moon healing and transmission. That's going to be on Zoom, not on YouTube. So good morning, Janice, also, and Judy. So more people are coming in, so that is awesome. So it's a new moon. It actually hits around 10 p.m. tonight in Aries. And besides doing tarot stuff, just things that are showing up around me and things that I'm sensing, it feels like we're going into another one of those like energetic upgrades or accelerations of the chi or prana that affects the collective consciousness in the earth. So it feels like we're really undergoing that, and it feels to me like it's another phase of awakening. And I'm finding as I'm getting more and more empowered, and many of you may be observing the same thing, I'm finding that I'm coming against more and more opposition. And when there's an awakening, there's those that resist the awakening, and that there's those that embrace it. I mean, that's the way it's always been. It's just getting more what's the right word? More prominent now. The reason for that is our egos are our survival instincts. They're part of our individual makeup as human beings. So at the heart center, we're all one, but at the physical level or the ego level, we're separate. And our egos are here to keep us alive. So they're our survival instincts. Ego does not like change because it perceives that as a threat to survival. So that's why people really gravitate towards routines and don't like to change their routines. So if you start to present information about awakening and about a shift in humanity and a shift of consciousness, the ego is going to resist it. And for people that aren't aware or on that level of awakening, they won't even realize it, but they'll get some kind of emotional reaction when presented with information that defies the ego's construct of the world, and they'll experience things like anger or fear or frustration, and then lash out at you for being the person that's presenting information to them that challenges their belief system, challenges their ego. So if anybody else is experiencing anything like that, that's the reason. Have compassion. You know, don't feed into other people's angers or negativity. It's not their negativity. It's basically, you know, what's programmed, and the fact that it's just how our egos function. It's just how humans have survived many thousands of years. So since I've been experiencing a lot of that, I just wanted to put that out there, and perhaps you guys are experiencing that also. So, new moon in Aries. This is kind of like the last of the so-called like new year markers. So it kind of starts with what, Rosh Hashanah, and then in the Celtic calendar there's Samhain, and then there's Yule, and then there's New Year's Day. But in astrology, Aries is the first sign. Aries is the beginning. So when you're in the Aries sun and hit that Aries new moon, that's like another new moon marker. So this is an excellent period, an excellent week to set your intentions. What do you wish to change in your life? What do you wish to enhance? What do you wish to create? And all of that. And maybe do some prayers or some ceremony around that also as well. And going now into tarot, um, since I should have done this ahead of time. I've actually, Spirit's been kind to me and put this card in the bottom. I want to talk a little bit about this card here, this guy, the Emperor, because that's the energetic, I don't want to say rulership, there's another word, but the powers of the sign Aries are part of the energy of this card. So the Emperor represents the sign Aries. Aries is basically, leadership, it's strength. Because it's number one, it can be a little bit self-involved or self-absorbed, but it's really about leadership and rulership. But with the Emperor card, it's more about gaining control over yourself, not other people, not having a dominion or anything like that, or being the ruler of your kingdom. It's the ruler of your own internal kingdom, basically. So so this card is very connected to basically what's up right now, what's going on with the Aries moon and everything like that as well. So let me just take a peek at this. So he's holding some on this deck, some kind of, I don't know if that's a crystal ball or what that is. This is the Hanson Roberts deck. He has an Ankh, which is an Egyptian symbol of life and transmutation, in his hand, and he has the appearance of confidence and strength, basically. So this, card, when it comes up in a reading, it's often about finding your own strength or finding your own force of will, and creating a sense of leadership or over your own, what's the right word? Over your own inner world. I don't know if I'm talking correctly today. Coming off of 5 long days of reading, so I'm a little bit goofy this morning. But anyways, so what I wanted to do is pull a meditation card for this collective group. That's both the people that are here presently, as well as anybody that watches this as a video. Because as we know, as a lot of us know anyways, what was I going to say? Oh my goodness. It's one of those mornings. And I did get enough sleep also. But I was going to say, as we know, that energy is basically, time is independent of energy. In fact, energy created time, because time measures the rate of change of energy. Energy can't be lost or gained. It can only be transformed from one frequency to another. So the measure of time is the measure of that change. So the point being is that whether you're doing these events live or as a video, it's the same collective. So people that are going to join us from Russia, like in 10 hours, are still part of this group that we have presently. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, so the meditation card is for all of us and dealing with things that are going on. I do believe, Aries is, it can be an aggressive sign. It's Mars energy. It can be about war. It can be about battles, but again, it's the internal battle. It's spirit and will versus ego, or higher natures versus our lower natures. At the end of the day, it's all to be integrated into one. But the Mars energy is very powerful, very energetic. Can get the job done basically as well. So as a result, people may be a little bit more combative in this lunar cycle, and the sun's already in Aries, and there's also this energy of awakening. So you may find that there's going to be more that comes up in the news, or more about protests, or unfortunately violence or stuff like that, or a lot of resistance. I do feel like people are waking up. There's certainly some flaws in our systems when it comes to government, medicine, education, and so forth as well. Some people even believe that there's agendas around certain things that are going on in the world, and people are becoming more wise, or more questioning of the protocols of certain events in society right now. And I think that's going to lead to a period of more unrest. It's been, we'll say, relatively calm. There's been a big rollout of the vaccines. I mean, of course, there's been a lot of conjecture and a lot of disagreement or whatever. But from what I'm observing, and of course, I don't watch the news all the time, and I try to stay away. But from what I'm observing, it's been more or less a peaceful transition into getting people vaccinated. But then again, I'm here, semi-isolated in the Catskills. I mean, what do I know? I just feel there's a lot of tension that's brewing beneath the surface. I think it's going to start to get expressed more. That's what I'm trying to say. So 11:11. Oh, I missed it. It's 11:14. Darn it. All right. So here's our meditation card that will certainly feed off of that theme of staying in your own power, staying in your own frame, like being strong in your own frame, or your own perception of self, is really important when there's a lot of changes, and there's a lot of information and misinformation, and disagreement, and things firing around us. So staying grounded, staying strong in your own frame, and lots of heart center meditation would be helpful also. So this is the card they want. So this is good because it's a peaceful card. And I was talking about based on what I was talking about, this would be kind of appropriate, because the Six of Swords as a meaning would represent a transition. And it's kind of like swords can represent strife. I mean, in a pure sense, sword is the element of air, and it's the suit of the mind. But it can represent strife and challenge also. And in this figure, he's taking a lot of the challenges with him, but it's not in a negative way. It's almost like an embracing of what is, in order to be at peace. And I think what this card's telling us is to basically attain peace, even if you don't agree with everything that's going on, or if it's easy to get triggered now, because people are, again, they're scared and confused, and I believe manipulated also to some degree. And the water can represent emotions, and it's kind of like going from one land to another. So that's just a basic interpretation. When you meditate on the card, and you can either take a mental snapshot of this card, this is the Hanson Roberts deck, or if you have tarot cards, just pull the Six of Swords, just gaze on it, go into meditation, and step in the card. Because in the card, you only see a very tiny image, but when you step in, you're in a whole panoramic scene. So you're not just on the boat, around the boat. You're seeing everything that's going on, and just be in that and see what messages you get and what spirit tells you for that. your sixes can also be about service. It can also be about family and about making sure that we tell those that we love them, and that we are a community oriented species. We need support of others also. We need support of this community and everything. So that's what I have for that. And now I am going to do a little 3-card spread about what Spirit wants to show us about trends around us during the week and how that affects us. So I am doing that. Okay, that feels good. I like to do the traditional tarot method of breaking into 3 piles with left hand and back into 1 pile. Then I just ask Spirit, I just have to clear my mind a second, just ask Spirit to guide my hand. I get energy pulls, and then that's how I pick my cards. So this is what we picked today. Interesting. I'm seeing some one repeat card from last time. Okay. I'm looking at these cards, and my first thought is brace yourselves. Lots of swords coming up, 10 of them in the middle, and then an 11th sword here. Now, the interesting thing is, let me just take a peek. Either Justice card is key 11, but in the old system of tarot, it was key 8. And I don't want to get into too much detail with that. And the Strength card, which is now key 8, was key 11. This represents the sign Libra, but there's also scales. Scales is balance. Scales is law. 10 of Swords is an awakening, but it's the death of an old self or an old way. And the Lover's cards are choices. And the interesting thing is, I think last week we ended with this card. That was the 3rd card. And now it's the 1st card. People's choices, their ability to choose, are really being compromised right now because of the fear of the pandemic and other things that are going on as well. And my channel is not about conspiracy theories. Most of them I don't believe anyways. Or I'll put it this way. I believe that many of the conspiracy theories today are propagated in order to create more division in the society, to create smoke screens so that the true conspiracies can happen under our noses, basically. So that's kind of my take on it. So, you're not going to hear me mention things, a lot of the stuff that's out there on this channel. My job is to awaken and empower, not to propagate fear. I'll just put it that way. But that said, awareness is power also. So we want to bring in awareness without it propagating all the fear and creating that anxiety. And I just watched yet another Dr. Joe Dispenza video last night talking about the experiments that they've done when you can really focus on your heart center, and where attention goes, energy flows. So you place your attention on, energy follows. So if you focus on your heart center and feel, not just say thank you God for this or that, but feel genuine gratitude through your whole body, through your whole aura, through your whole system for just 10 minutes a day. According to his research, and he has a lot of empirical data to back this up, that people raise their gamma globulin or immunoglobulin levels 50%. I don't know if that was on average or I don't know all the details, or if that was like the higher end, honestly. But the point being is they did this research just on focusing on your heart and expressing gratitude and getting to that vibration and energy has the power to boost your immune system. And conversely, fear, stress, and worry reduced the levels of immunoglobulin. So this is science. It's not new age. This is science. Based in quantum physics, but this is empirical data, and I'm sure Joe Dispenza is not the only one that's done this research. So I just putting that out. I added that as I think a Facebook and an Instagram post this morning also. So anyways, there could be something pretty major that comes up, that some news may come up that changes a lot. This could also be about legalities. We may start to hear about things like, just for example, more about the vaccine passports and everything, or about some legalities around things going on with the pandemic. I mean, it's a terrible thing, not to diminish it. In fact, apparently in Brazil, they're having one heck of a problem with yet another new variant strain. So it's a mess, but there's also a lot of misinformation and there's a lot of good information. But I do feel like the Lover's card's about choices. This is all like air energy, because the Lover's card is Gemini. This is Libra. Those are air signs. Swords are air. This is all about ideas, intellect, the mind. And I think the powerful lesson of this energy is really understanding how powerful your mind really is. And I could go on for a lot longer than a half hour and talk about personal medical miracles that have happened in my life that medicine can't explain. So I know from my own experiences that these theories are actually fact. So these are choices. So I think our choices are going to feel more challenged. Our ability to exercise free will, in the name of doing the right thing for society, or whatever it is. Do your part to end this terrible pandemic and all of that stuff. But on an individual level, certain protocols may or may not work for you. So I feel like they're saying, to trust your intuition, trust your instincts, to make your choices informed choices and wise choices, taking into account yourself, because if you're not okay, nobody in your life's going to be okay either, as well as the society around you. So that's a lot to take in. That's a lot to swallow, and it's not always easy to know what the right thing to do is. So this is very active energy, very anxious energy. So for us, it's about really, maybe going more into our own meditations, or doing our own spiritual work. As Sharita Starr, an astrologer, numerologist I refer to a lot on my tarot times, her take is to find that place in the eye of the storm and ride it out there. There's still a storm, but if you find that calm center within, you can stay in the eye and you can stay calm. And from the center, that's where you can make a difference. Spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, exists in the center of the universe, or the Big Bang, the center of the earth, which is the magnetic core of the earth, or the center of our own heart. That's where we can find spirit. That's how we can access the quantum field, or spirit. So um, stay in balance. I think that's the news. So there could be something that comes up, just because I don't really do this as a like like a fortune telling thing. I've heard through the grapevine that there's been some issues with one of the vaccines, the Johnson & Johnson one, to be specific, and there's been some noise, like undercurrents, about it maybe being pulled because of of the I'm not sure what the reasons, but I think it's more like lack of effectiveness than anything, and a few people have had bad side effects or whatever. But again, not to put that in the context of fear, because any medication that you take, whether it be a vaccine or a pill, you run the risk of side effects. So just to put that out there also. But that's one possibility. I've just been hearing stuff around that particular vaccine coming up lately, which is the one that I want to take too. But anyways, be that as it may. And what else? I just wanted to look at this for a second longer. Um, yeah, I just feel like being your power. So there may be something about laws that are proposed, protocols that are proposed, that's going to cause an uproar. So stay in your center, stay in your power, stay in your focus. That's the best advice that I can give. Basically, fire today. They will. Yeah. So just I want to do my angel card as well. And for those that got on late, at 2 p.m. Eastern time, we're doing Heather Astara, who's the healer for Between the Worlds, and myself. We're going to team up, as we do every new moon, on Zoom, though, not on YouTube. And I'm going to be doing a fire transmission for the fire sign. I have a water transmission on my channel now that I did on Wednesday. So it's not labeled water transmission. It's just the last energy transmission meditation that I did last Wednesday. And then she's going to do a group healing to recharge your battery. So that's what she's doing. So it's going to be a high energy event at 2:00 to recharge and get ready for the next phase of awakening. So if you want to get in on this and you want to get the Zoom login, email us info@atombetweentheworlds.com. So that is info@atombetweentheworlds.com. Email us, we'll give you the login, and we'll see you at 2:00. So moving right along, thank you. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read everything that you're writing, but thank you. So from the angels, from Doreen Virtue's Messengers of the Angels cards, Desiree, interesting choice here. So that's what the card looks like. And the angels kind of looking out over the water. To me, this has all the feeling of release, letting go. And we cannot change anything in our lives until we let go of any past patterns, any pain or trauma we're holding on to, any beliefs that we're holding on to that doesn't serve our highest good. And I am armed and ready. Da, da, da. I can read. and the blurb says, no conditions are unfavorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. So again, as a collective message, I think what I was saying is pretty accurate. I think we're being called upon just to kind of let all the old stuff go. This is like a new beginning. This is an energetic new beginning. Technically, even though it's the new moon today, we're still in the dark moon. It's not new till 10 p.m. Even the day of the new moon, it's very appropriate to release. And I think that's, if you do meditations later, just focus on that, feeling the heart chakra, feeling, focusing on the heart, feeling it expand and growing, feeling love, feeling gratitude, and just setting the intention as that expands all energy that you don't need anymore, that maybe, from society, maybe programmed, conditioned, or whatever. Or your own experiences, you can gently release that back to spirit. Energy can't be lost or gained. It can only be transformed. So when we release what we would judge as negative energy to the universe, it's just energy. It'll be transformed back into love, back into joy, back into spirit. So that is what I have for you today, everybody. And I'm just going to peek at my comments for a second. Yeah, I love this card too. Yeah. The circle tonight. Yeah, it's 2 p.m. The circle, 2 p.m. So it's the afternoon. It's not the night for Mary, I want to say as well. And I'm looking forward to it too. I love doing the transmissions because Spirit uses me as an instrument. And what happens is that by transmitting this energy, I get one heck of a healing. And I did the last one on Wednesday, and I had a cruddy day on Wednesday. But I did, but I showed up. I did the work. I got a few hours of sleep anyway. And Thursday, I was dancing. I was like happy as a clam. Basically, actually, I hate that expression. Are clams really happy? Anyway, I think I'll I'll let you guys go on that note, and have a wonderful Sunday, everybody. Happy new moon. I'm going to start something new on the channel. It's going to be kind of an informal discussion, and I'm going to do it on this Tuesday, sometime in the morning, around 11ish. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a topic. I'm going to talk on it, a spiritual topic, and give you guys a chance to ask questions. So it'll sort of be kind of an informal discussion that I'll do every week or every other week. But I'm not going to, it's not going to be a timed event, like a scheduled event. It's more like when I feel of it. So if you are subscribed but you don't get notifications, just take a second to hit the bell, and then every time I go on live, you'll get notified, so you'll get in on it. for this week, I'm going to aim for 11-ish on Tuesday. So if you want to be part of that would be great. My goal here is to really work on expanding conscious community through my channel, through my videos, and through my work. And this Thursday, we're doing a video on the 11 signs that your pets on the other side are trying to communicate with you. And I'm doing a little promo also. So it gets released at 2 o'clock on Thursday. First 10 people that comment are entitled to a free 15-minute reading or an email question. So it's a promotion. The only thing I ask is watch the video to the end. It's one of these videos that I'm hoping the algorithm picks up on, and we can bring new people into this community. And the way the algorithm works is that our subscribers, if they respond well to a video, then it gets pushed out to people that don't know us. So by doing that helps me, and then I'm giving something of value to you. So it's a win-win-win situation. So anyway, happy new moon. And I like this 33 people on right now, 11 thumbs up. Oh, by the way, give this a thumbs up. Maybe that'll trip the algorithm and get more people to see this information. If you like it. If you didn't like what we were doing, I want everybody to be authentic, obviously, but yeah, hit the little thumbs up if you like. And I love our community too. And have a really wonderful, blessed, and amazing day. And happy new moon.